mah.
Yeah, but are you logged into the podium? Yeah. Okay, if you got questions, just tell me, and I will. I mean, you have his email address also, right? Just put the email address there, lah. And email all questions. Yeah, that's what my team says. His email lah. radilufti@radilufti.madiri. Apparently, I mean, my team said put the email address. Yeah, I believe so. But if you've got questions, if you've got no questions, you don't worry about it. If you've got questions, we deal with them lah. I don't want to worry now. I'll post it. Oh yeah. Once I
Hello, good evening to everyone. Thank you for tuning in with us at 2:45. Today, Mr. Steven Chang from Lenovo, he is the Customer Solution Architect, will be joining us to do his presentation on empowering digital learning with Lenovo Education Solutions. This is a very good topic, especially in this pandemic era. Okay, there you go.
Need more agility in a fast-moving world? Lenovo services offer reliable, flexible support for future-facing businesses. Be ready for the rapid development of modern workplaces. Ready to act on today's ways of working, and already planning for the future. That's the goal of every IT professional. Lenovo services make the goal a reality. Lenovo brings you industry-leading technology and solutions with purposeful design and a heritage of trusted quality and innovation. We boost the productivity of remote workers while keeping them secure. Our transformational technology is at work all around the world, assisted by strategic partnerships and dedicated technical support. And our services portfolio covers the whole IT asset lifecycle, from planning to IT asset recovery. Our flexible approach means we're ready to support you, helping to identify exactly what you need today and what you'll need tomorrow. Lenovo Services, agile thinking for modern workplace challenges.
This is a story of a meeting where something actually got done. It began with the seed of an idea and a meeting that started on time. Designs were shared. Thoughts were exchanged. Inspiration found. Improvements made. And the meeting even ended on time. Imagine that. Quick starts, instant sharing, crystal clear collaboration. The all-new, all-in-one Lenovo ThinkSmart Hub 500 and Skype for Business.
Upholding high education standards is more challenging than ever, especially when teachers have to find new ways of engaging students amid today's digital distractions. And in uncertain times, it's hard to even keep students in school. What you need are smarter, innovative solutions. Meet the next generation classroom, where students and teachers can rediscover the joy of learning even beyond classroom walls. It opens a window into another world and lets us change countless lives with a touch. It makes every lesson a rewarding exchange as teachers track and motivate their students' progress. When educators can transform the way they teach, they can transform the future and move imagination beyond space and time. It's time to equip your institute with powerful, future-driven learning solutions that empower educators to defy the limits of the conventional syllabus. Solutions that mobilize the innovators and game changers of tomorrow and enable students to learn independently from wherever they are. Already, we find that distance can bring us closer and break down the barriers that held us back from sharing great ideas with the world. Now, we can build new information networks that keep us connected even as we stay apart. Together, we can build a school without walls, where learning without limits can open the door to smarter education for all.
Hello everyone, my name is Steven Cheng. I'm the Customer Solution Architect for Lenovo Malaysia. Today, I'm going to present about empowering digital learning with Lenovo Education Solutions. For the agenda, I will go through the overview, why is distance learning important, and then we will go through 6 different scenarios that Lenovo come up with in terms of our solution. We will cover the basic, standard, professional speaker, classroom or auditorium hall, virtual webinar, as well as a movable video conference kit. Everyone in the world is currently experiencing the COVID-19 pandemic. Education institutions are not spared as well. Schools being closed, teachers will have challenges in delivering education online. That is why Lenovo come up with a few solutions that will help bridge the gap in order for educators to facilitate in terms of distance learning. In Lenovo, we work with a lot of our partners to come up with collaboration tools for education. For example, there are LMS solution, there are video conference platform. However, today my main agenda will be to target on the area that I highlighted red in here. This is the area that we would like to help improve how teachers or educators can deliver their content via remote or distance learning. Our Lenovo distance learning solution are designed based on expectation from customer as well as what are their current pain points. The two most important criteria in distance learning are actually the video as well as audio quality. If you do not have a good audio, then your student will have problem listening to what you are trying to deliver. And if you are not set up properly in terms of the video quality will be grainy and maybe the lighting is not clear enough, then you will have a problem showing your face to the student. This will actually reduce the interactive as well as engagement with your student. And then you will also face problem whereby if, for example, you want to share your content on your notebook, on your tablet, or even a whiteboard, how do you share it remotely with your student? And also the other important one is how do you get attention from your student, right? And also, is there a way for you to broadcast your online class via social media at the same time? How do you share your presentation and video at the same time? Like for instance, in my presentation today, you can see that I have my PowerPoint in my background, and at the same time, I'm able to engage the audience via a video overlay on the right bottom there. The key benefits of having a good distance learning solution are it helps facilitates greater student-teacher interaction, and also interaction among the classmates are also increased, and both teacher and student are able to develop technology competencies. Okay, next is you will get centralized resources that can produce higher quality materials for distribution so that everyone will get equal access to education. And another advantage is that's a greater flexibility because students do not need to actually follow a very tight schedule. Instead, they can also access those offline content whenever they are convenient, anywhere, right, anytime. And also in terms of cost, for online learning is actually much more cheaper compared to on campus. And all this content that you have developed can be downloaded via online so that both teacher and student can balance their work and home life. Next, I will share with you the 6 different scenarios that Lenovo have come up with in terms of our distance learning solution. The scenario number 1 is the most basic type. Teacher will teach from home using their notebook or PC, and student will learn from home using their notebook or PC. For notebooks, okay, they will come built in with integrated webcam as well as speaker as well as microphone. But for Lenovo, we actually recommend if you can use an external accessory. For example, you will have an external webcam which will give you a higher resolution, as well as using an external speaker or microphone just like what I'm currently using now, so that you will actually improve in terms of your voice quality as well as your video quality. In scenario 1, to provide a clearer video and audio quality, we recommend to use the external webcam as well as external headset, so that you will have a much more natural type of sitting position. Because if you are using the onboard camera as well as the onboard audio, sometimes you might have to sit a bit closer to your laptop in order for you to get a clearer view as well as a clearer audio when delivering. But if you are using an external webcam, you will get a higher resolution, and if you are using a external headset, you will get a much more higher quality audio. And also when you sit, you do not have to sit very close to your laptop. This will in a way improve the attendees experience. For this basic setup, Lenovo actually have a few accessories that we can recommend for educators. For example, the Lenovo 500 Full HD webcam, and it also supports the Windows Hello, which means that you can actually use this camera to log in to your Windows without keying a password. Another important feature is on the 180p resolution. Typically on laptop is only up to 720p. So with a 180p, you will get a better and higher resolution video. And also for this accessory, we are able to mount the camera anywhere, be it on top of the laptop, on a tripod, or you can just leave it on your desk. And to improve the privacy, we actually have a mechanism to turn off the camera physically without unplugging the camera out of your laptop. Next is the Lenovo 700 Ultra Portable Bluetooth speaker. First, you will get the convenience of wireless, which means that you do not have any dangling wires when you want to use this speaker. And then because of the design is very thin, it's also very easy to carry around. And to protect your investment, we also designed this speaker to be splash proof. Next is our ThinkPad X1 ANC headphones. ANC stands for active noise cancelling. Other than reducing your ambient noise when you are having a video conference, the ANC will also help you to reduce the background noise when you are speaking, which means that your audience, when they hear you speaking, they do not hear your background noise as well. This is scenario number 2, what we call as the standard setup. Teacher will teach from home or school using the professional tools. So what are the key benefits in this setup? Is teacher will be able to start or host the class much more easier, and they are able to share different contents from multiple sources. In this way, that the student will have a much more interactive as well as collaborative experience. In this scenario, we have a product called the ThinkSmart Hub. ThinkSmart Hub is a product that is all-in-one, which means that they have a CPU and then they will come with a touchscreen to control all the meeting requirements. And this device is also equipped with 4 speakers as well as 4 microphones, so that you will have a good audio quality for a small room setup. In terms of video, we have different type of option depending on your room size. Another benefits that Microsoft Teams room device provide is the ability to support dual display. If you are able to support dual display, which means that one of your screen will show a PowerPoint file, another one will show the gallery view. Gallery view is where you can see the video feed of your audience. If you have a larger view, it is easier for you to gauge whether your audience is still with you or not, whether they are still actively participate in your session. If you do not have a Microsoft Teams room device, you will have to toggle between your PowerPoint, and also you need to maybe change the spotlight so that you can see a particular audience video. For those who like to use a whiteboard when delivering content, this is a very cool feature from Microsoft Teams Room known as the content camera. What the content camera do is it will convert content on a physical whiteboard and convert it into a digitalized form. In this case, you do not need to invest in a very expensive digital whiteboard. You can work on your existing physical whiteboard, and what you need to do is point an additional camera towards it. It doesn't need to be at a very perfect angle, because the Microsoft Teams Room is able to change the angle automatically so that the audience will see the content in a proper manner. Another feature that you can see in the content camera is also known as the magic whiteboard, is whereby when someone is already writing on the whiteboard, you will be able to still see the content because it has been already digitalized. So in this case, the presenter do not need to be at an awkward angle because he's concerned that he's blocking the content, right? In this way, the teacher will have a very convenient way of writing, and what the audience get is they will be able to see the content. This is the detail on the setup, how the content camera works. First, you will need a collaborative platform. In this case, it is our ThinkSmart Hub. And in terms of the camera, it will depend on the room size. In this picture here, you can see it's located below the 2 TV. So the 2 TV is actually the 2 display output from the Microsoft Teams Room device. On the left one, you can see is actually the content right from the content camera. And then on the right is actually the gallery view on all your audience. And in the room, you can see that there's a physical whiteboard on the wall, and there will be a separate camera pointing directly to that physical whiteboard. have an external webcam mounted on top of the monitor. The UC platform is on the right hand side, and communication device like what I presented earlier, the X1 noise cancelling, active noise cancelling device can be used. And if the trainer would also like to share content from a whiteboard, you can see that even a flip chart can be used with a whiteboard camera pointing on it, so that in this way the professional speaker can actually share different type of content, be it from a PowerPoint or the input from his whiteboard. Next is scenario number 4. This is for classroom or auditorium hall. The main benefit of this scenario is you will have a real-time as well as efficient engagement, because you will have two ways of content sharing. Besides, the video recording can also be stored offline so that your audience can access this content much later. This is an example of setup for scenario number 4, whereby you can have an inter-university type of collaboration via the education network. And then to collaborate, you can use Microsoft Teams, Yammer, so that the student can watch the session live, and whenever the session is completed, it will also be stored in Microsoft Stream, so that anyone can access the file offline. This is one of example of a live event using a Microsoft Stream. Here you can see that there's a live stream on the audiences, and it will also have analytics of how many viewers are currently viewing. And then you will also have the video of the presenter as well as the content of the topic that they are presenting on. Next, we have the scenario number 5, which is for virtual webinar. So the key benefits of this scenario is it will provide an interactive learning experience. The quality of the video is high, and then it will improve the students' engagement, and you are able to live stream to social media platform. For this scenario, I'm able to show you a demo, a brief demo on how this is being done. First, my room is set up something like this. So I have a green screen behind myself, and then I'm using a high quality DSLR. So this will actually provide a high quality image whenever I'm speaking. And you will be able to achieve something like in the bottom picture, where you have a virtual background. So I would show you a demo right now. First, I will show you how my video look like. Okay, so in my video, in my camera view, okay, you can see that behind me is actually a green screen, right? So in order for me to change my virtual background, I need to change the green screen to become transparent, right? So in this case, I will just make it to become transparent, right? So in this case, when you see the black color, means it's actually a transparent. If I want to change to something like a backdrop, okay, the main usage of this setup is actually you can change the backdrop that you want. So in this case, I can just go into my this one, this view here, that you see I can change my background to today's backdrop. So I can customize anything that I want with my school logo, my company logo, or so on, right? And I can also change to something like this one, right, to become something like a newscaster, right? All the background in this picture can be customized. So if you want to change a view of KLCC, you can change it, or you can change a view of your campus, you can do that. Next, we will also have the ability to have something like this, a ticker. Like you can see here, I can customize the logo. I can put my presenter name here. Okay, this is the timestamp of my recording. And if I, for example, if I want to change the ticker, right, I can just remove, for example, I can just remove this ticker here, right? So there's nothing more showing on the ticker. So it shows how easy it is to use this solution to customize anything that you want to see or don't want to see, right? And then another type of view that I can choose is something like this one. Cut over. So I can have my picture in picture, whereby my PowerPoint is actually appear in a virtual TV behind myself. Okay, and then I'm presenting my presentation here. Okay, so this is how the scenario number 5 is being used. Mainly you can change whatever virtual background that you like, different views that you like, and if possible, when you are connected to an external, you can actually have something like a live interview. You will have a feed from another source, so that you will have a side-by-side view. Last but not least, this is scenario number 6, which is our movable video conference kit. The main benefits are it is very flexible, easy to move around, and it is very space saving. And on top of that, it is very easy to connect, and it will provide higher quality of audio and video. The details of this solution is in this diagram. So what we do is we will mount 2 units of LCD monitor on a mobile card, and this entire solution is powered by our hub. Hub will provide the unified communication tool, and the camera that you can see here is mounted between the 2 LCD, right? So this will provide a high quality video. When the user need to use, they will just move this card to the place that they want to join the conference, and what they need to do is just plug to a power cord, right? And then they will be able to join the call at anywhere that they prefer.